Sex, drugs, and contraband. Newly released videotapes expose the dysfunction inside the Green Hill School in Chehalis. Glad you're with us at 6:30. I'm Greg Copeland.
I'm Madison Wade. The King 5 investigators opened and obtained evidence after a rash of employee arrests at the state's maximum security lockup for young male offenders.
Chris Ingalls begins the story with a crime where the key piece of evidence is a burrito.
This woman, walking in the distance, has a special delivery. The hooded woman steps up to the gate, rings the intercom, and announces she has a DoorDash delivery. You're watching never-before-seen video of one of the more brazen crimes at the Green Hill School. Green Hill is the state's overcrowded detention facility for young violent offenders, males ages 17 to 25. Once inside, the woman hands a food bag to security. Later, a hooded Green Hill employee appears at the security checkpoint, takes the bag, and walks away. 2 weeks later, it happens again. The same woman on foot says she has a DoorDash delivery. But this time, at a second locked entryway, an alert security officer in a control room just off camera is suspicious.
She said she was DoorDash, and she showed me the food, she took it out.
That's when she recognized the woman in a black hat and hood, as she told police in this recorded interview.
I confronted her. I did say Angel, and she looked at me in shock and she said no, and just looked at me, made this weird front face, and again said no.
This time, when security took the food bag, they opened it to find this: 2 burritos filled not only with meat and cheese, but a potent form of marijuana called wax. The drug-filled burritos were for a young offender, and it wasn't DoorDash making the delivery. The hooded woman was a former Green Hill employee who was fired last year.
Right. Ms. Meisner, it's my understanding it's your intent today to enter pleas of guilt to the
Weeks after her arrest in March, in a plea bargain, a Lewis County judge sentenced Angel Marie Meisner to 2 years in prison for smuggling drugs into Green Hill.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
With its school, vocational programs, and intensive counseling, Green Hill is supposed to rehabilitate young offenders.
They're just warehousing them over there. They're not really delivering the rehabilitative services that were the core of this program.
John Braun, the top Republican in the state Senate, says the burrito case highlights the failures at Green Hill.
It just stuns me that somehow we're allowing this to continue.
Consider that this is Meisner's second Green Hill-related conviction in a matter of months. She was among a spate of female employees, at least 6 that we know of, investigated and fired in the past year for improper relationships with Green Hill inmates. Records show some smuggled in contraband like cell phones, shared intimate photos, enabled fights and misconduct, and even videotaped their sex acts with inmates. We obtained these Green Hill surveillance photos of Meisner kissing Robbery Thompson, a 22-year-old serving 40 years for 2 murders. Chehalis police records show she kept him supplied with sex while she worked at Green Hill and drugged burritos after she was fired.
Hello, this is a free call from an incarcerated individual at Washington Corrections Center.
Can't wait to be able to hug you without being scared that I'm going to get caught. I love you.
Recordings captured inmate Thompson's phone conversations with Meisner after she was fired.
I really do think that we can help each other to be better people.
These calls reveal Thompson is having sex with another Green Hill staffer, who police identify as Emily Baker. Meisner forgives him because
You paid attention to me and not just sex or what you can get out of me. The fact that I'm actually valued as a human being.
Count 1, tampering with a witness, and count 2, abuse of office. Do you understand the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Emily Baker has pleaded not guilty to a long list of charges involving sex, contraband, and an alleged plot to plant drugs in vape and dab pens on a co-worker suspicious of her relationship with Thompson.
Why is all this happening in there?
That I really can't tell you. I'm not really sure.
Chehalis Police Chief Randy Kaut can't explain it, but he knows it's keeping his detectives busy. The city in which Green Hill is located investigated a record 21 custodial misconduct cases involving employees last year. Detectives say Meisner, Baker and Michelle Goodman sealed their fate with sex tapes that are now in police hands. These are some of the suggestive or nude photos that at least 3 more employees sent to inmates. And police investigated other staffers like Nicholas Judson, accused of picking up burrito deliveries and handing them over to Robbery Thompson. Judson has pleaded not guilty to smuggling contraband.
You got to scratch your head and say, why does this keep happening? How do we allow this type of behavior to continue to happen in this facility?
Yeah, this had us scratching our heads too, and we asked the Department of Children, Youth and Families to explain how this could happen. A spokesperson says these cases we profiled are a direct reflection of our zero tolerance for sexual misconduct and abuse at our facilities. The referrals to law enforcement are happening because Green Hill staff take those kind of reports seriously. Police stats do confirm that those referrals are up again this year. Employee misconduct cases reported to Chehalis PD this year are on pace to tie last year's record number. Greg and Madison, there's a lot going on inside that place, as you can see.
I think we both have so many questions after watching that, and I'll try to limit it to just one.
Sure.
This kind of sounds like the thing where you're going to have some lawsuits and taxpayers are going to be on the hook for this, for the employee misconduct.
Yeah, I mean, imagine. I mean, we've reported that Green Hill has already paid more than $4 million in settlements in sex abuse cases over just the last few years. But some of those abuses were abuses that occurred long ago. But this stuff that we're seeing today is the big dollar settlement of tomorrow. Settlements have already hit record numbers at Green Hill. And, you know, we know now they're only going to get bigger.
My goodness, 4 million already. All right, Chris, thank you. And
You're
you
welcome.
can see a lot more from the King 5 investigators in their monthly spotlight streaming right now. Download the King 5 Plus app on your TV and watch for free.